Are you going to sink along with Dwaraka? No, certainly not. So I want you to get away from these. Maybe you have been with them for decades and decades and decades. I also like you, Uddhava. You also like me. Our liking and fondness are mutual, I agree. But the time has come for us to depart. My body was born. The born body has to end. It has to die one day. Everything is only transitory here, transitory. Transitoriness has to be recognized and valued for what it is worth. So for Nishreyasa, you have spoken to me the sannyasa lakshana tyaga. Understand, my dear souls, what is Srimad Bhagavatam now? Is it merely the so-called devotion, or is it also the high level of spiritual wisdom and illumination that you must get, which results in tyaga? What is the tyaga? Recognizing and realizing that nothing in this world, including my body, belongs to me. I belong to the Supreme Lord, as the world belongs to. There is nothing for me to feel a possessiveness about, no possessiveness of any order. Do you want to depart from this world crying and weeping and sobbing and beating your chest? Or would you like to depart from this world with a smile and a sense of fulfillment? If you want to smilingly and fulfillmentally go, then you have to develop this tyaga and sannyasa. It is actually an attainment. It is an attainment. It is an achievement. Just like you achieve things material and physical in the external world, this tyaga is an achievement and an attainment in the mental world, inner world. That is where you feel this tyaga. Yogesha yoga vinyasa, yoga atman, yoga sambhava. You alone will be able to specifically place what yoga is. Pronounce its worth and specify what it is, where it is. Is it something external like yogasanas, mudras, etc.? Or is it something internal, a quality, a fruition of the mind, the heart and the intelligence? How does it result? It results from understanding. It results from knowledge. That is what takes place between Krishna and Uddhava. What is Krishna doing? He is speaking. And what is Uddhava doing? He is hearing. When somebody speaks and the other hears, what is happening? All the sounds and words will touch the eardrum. They will travel further into the inner system, call it the inner personality or the brain, and they will find their place in the form of ideas, units and measures of knowledge. Units and measures of knowledge, they will remain there. That knowledge interaction is taking place now. Yogesha yoga vinyasa, yoga atman, yoga sambhava, nishreyasaya me proktaha, tyagaha sannyasa lakshanaha. Tyagoyam dushkaro bhuman, kamanam vishayatmabhihi, sudaram tvayi sarvatman, abhaktairapi me matihi. Tyagoyam dushkaro bhuman, kamanam vishayatmabhihi. Srimad Bhagavata clearly tells you why most of the devotees are not able to advance towards God and godliness and God realization. Unless this tyaga element, the tyaga virtue, the tyaga illumination, that renunciation settles in your mind, there is no escape at all. Everything that you do in this world is for attachment, by attachment, and again to multiply attachment. On the other hand, every day of your life must be more and more freeing you. It must take you more and more inwardly to the soul. What is happening? The opposite is happening. Life is a process of maturation, understanding. A little boy will not have any maturity. An adolescent will not have maturity. A person in the beginning of youthfulness will not have maturity. He must have experience. He must have knowledge. Then only maturity also will come to him. That maturity will have to come to him. So every day should give you more and more of maturation, more and more on refinement. Tyagoyam dushkaro bhuman, kamanam vishayatmabhihi. Kamanam Vishayatmabhihi. Ayam Tyagaha, hey Bhuman, Dushkara. For people whose mind is clouded by desires, under the grip and wrenched by desires, for such people, this kind of a Tyaga, renunciation or leaving is not possible. What are you telling me, Krishna? Leave instantly, Dwaraka. Take away all your delusional clinging towards your people. Walk off. Walk off from where? Where for decades I have been living, and I have to leave you also. Is it ever possible? Can anybody think of it? Something, some place, a set of people, particularly you, my beloved Lord. I have got so much Himalayan fondness and also intimacy with all of you. Leaving all these things, like bundling up a few pieces of cloth by putting a cloth over. Is it something like that? Tyagoyam dushkaro bhuman. It is very, very difficult to accomplish, to take up, to adopt and to implement. Kamanam vishayatmabhihi. People are vishayatmas. Means what? They are always given to enjoying the objects of the world. All their desires are for the objects of the world. One house is not sufficient. I must have 3. One child is not sufficient. I must have at least 2, 3 or 4. Everything should be many, not one. So the Vishayatmas, nobody is an Ishwaratma. Nobody is a Satyatma, a Sundaratma. All are Vishayatmas. So Vishayatmabhihi, for people whose mind is saturated by the thoughts and the desires about the world, this Tyaga, this abandonment, this renunciation is not at all easy. It is very dushkara, very, very difficult to accomplish. Sudaram tvayi sarvatman abhaktairapi me midihi. It becomes all the more so for people who have no devotion to you. Once we have devotion to the Lord, today or tomorrow, it will start welling up in your mind and swallowing all the other things. Start developing fondness for God. It will start growing and growing and growing. You will start understanding God is in the whole universe. So if you are a lover of God, you are fond of God, you have to be fond of the entire world, all the creatures, everything. So there will be an expansion. When that expansion arises, this little clinging and small things and riveted attachment will have no place at all. When bhakti is lacking, devotion is lacking, this kind of renunciation is unthinkable, not to speak of unreachability. Tyagoyam dushkaro bhuman kamanam vishayatmabhihi sudaram tvayi sarvatman abhaktairiti me madihi. This is my considered opinion, Krishna. And what is my plight? Here is one sloka which I think every one of you should recite. This summarizes the position of the human soul, all humans in this world. We are born in a family. Without a family we cannot get born. And at the time of birth we are related at least to a set of parents, father and mother. Naturally our thoughts will be riveted to them. If we have brothers and sisters, gradually they also will involve our mind. So what is my position? Uddhava is characterizing it. This is a very, very important verse. I used to recite this verse many times. Soham mamahamiti mudhamadir vigadha tvanmayaya virajitaatmani sanubandhe tatvanjasa nigadidam bhavata yathaham samsadhayami bhagavan anushadhibhrityam. If at all you have any prayer before God, I think that prayer should be like this. The manner in which Uddhava submits before Lord Krishna. Soham mamahamiti mudhamadir vigadha tvanmayaya virajitaatmani sanubandhe. It is not merely a confession by Krishna. It is actually a statement true of everyone in this world. You remember what Krishna said when he began his self-instruction to Arjuna in the Kurukshetra battlefield? He said, Natve vaham jadunasam natvam neme janadhipaha najaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param. He made a very common universal statement, true about himself, about Arjuna, about Bhishma, Drona and the rest. In the same manner, Uddhava, what he says here, it is true of everyone. There Krishna said, Arjuna, there was no time when I was not, when you were not, when these people were not. There is not going to be a time when we shall not be. It was not just the realization of Krishna or the truth about Krishna. It was the truth about everyone. In the same manner, Uddhava also gives you such a statement here. Soham, I am this, I am that, mamaham, all these are mine, mine. Iti, in this manner, mudhamatir vigadhaha. This is actually a deluded notion. This is not an enlightened assessment, outlook or vision. This is purely a product of delusion. Vigadha, and it is very deep in us. It is not a superficial feeling. Every child, when it is getting born, it comes with this kind of a feeling. I am that. These things are mine. Tvan mayaya virajitatmani sanubandhe. Tvan mayaya. By virtue of your own inscrutable power, these wrong notions have become very static, deep-rooted in the hearts and minds of people. See, everybody has got a feeling, Soham. I am that. I am what? Virajitatmani sanubandhe. If this feeling is there, I am that. Who is that? I am that Supreme Lord. He himself has activated Prakriti, animated Prakriti. In me also Prakriti as an aggregate in my body is there. And that body is animated and activated by the Supreme Lord. Therefore, whatever is inside my body as the animating spirit, I am that. This kind of a feeling people don't have. They always feel the body is they, the body is they. So, Virajita Atmani, this is something transitory, critically and illusorily created by you, by virtue of your own Maya, the inscrutable power. And then there are many things to be used by the body, to be related to the body. Parents related to the body who have given birth to the body. Have they given birth to the soul? No, no, no. They have only given birth to the body. And are you the body? No, you are not the body. Then who are the parents? Whose parents? Does the soul have any parents? Was it ever born? Was there any progenitor for the soul? The soul is only one. It is ever present, ever present. It was, it is, and it will ever be. And there is no division, plurality, multiplicity in the soul. So where is the question of parentage for the soul? Then what are we saying? They are my parents. Whose parents? Nobody says my body's parents. Everybody says they are my parents. What is this my? What? Virajita Atmani Sanubandhe. So this Mudhamati and Vigadha, these things are in the wrong place, in the wrong identity, namely the body and body's relations. Parents, brothers, sisters, wife, husband, children and what not. Soham mamahamiti mudhamatir vigadha tvanmayaya virajitatmani sanubandhe tatvanjasa nigaditam bhavata yathaham samsadhayami Bhagavan anushadhi bhrutyam. You instructed me now. What did you instruct me? Tvam tu sarvam parityajya sneham swajanabandhushu mai aveshya manas samyak samadrug vicharasvaga. Take away all the feelings of fondness and identity you have to your blood and matrimonial relationships. Similarly, the delusional clinging you have towards so many things, including Dwaraka, myself and the others, that also you keep away, throw away, and you walk off, you said. If I am to do it, and I know I have to do it, I shall do it. But how? How? In the same manner as Arjuna asked, Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana. Even if you want me to fight this war, I agree. But how? How is my mind going to permit it? Emotionally, sentimentally? Is it possible? So tell me a way. In the same manner he says here, Tatvanjasa nigaditam bhavata yathaham. Bhavata nigaditam. Whatever path of renunciation, whatever path of abandonment, relinquishment you have indicated, clearly specified for me. Yatha aham samsadhayami. How can I achieve it, accomplish it, make it true? And that too, anjasa, very soon, instantly. Bhagavan anushadhibhrityam. Instruct me. Whatever you have said is only acting as a sujana for me. It is a kind of a hinting. You have hinted at. If it has to become true of me, my mind and the intelligence should become mature enough, wise enough, sufficiently sublime enough, enlightened enough to say, yes, I am leaving Dwaraka. I am going to have no truck with my people. Everything I have left. My whole life term is over here. Now this kind of a step I must be able to take. Krishna, enable me to do so. Empower me to do so. For that, give me sufficient enlightenment. Whatever you have said is only acting as an indication for me. Now it has to become true, 100% true, and I must be able to just walk off from Dwaraka, including yourself. Soham mamahamiti moodhamadir vigadha tvanmayaya virajitatmani sanubandhe tatvanjasa nigaditam bhavata yathaham samsadhayami bhagavan anushadhibhrityam. This is a verse I would like you to learn and recite. So, you know, as we said earlier, Naham tavangri kamalam kshanardham apikeshava tektum samutsahenatha swadhama nayamamapi. In the same manner, this verse also, every one of you should learn, should recite. Write it in more than one place in your house. Get it printed in a computer and hang it beautifully here, there, etc. so that you will be sufficiently imbued with the message here. So I am going to recite it and somebody will follow me. That is the time I expect all my viewers to repeat this verse part by part so that the message will sufficiently get imbued into your system. Be ready for it. Soham mamahamiti moodhamadir vigadha.
Soham mamahamiti moodhamadir vigadha.
Tvanmayaya virajitatmani.
Tvanmayaya virajitatmani. Sanubandhe.
Tatvanjasa nigaditam.
Tatvanjasa nigaditam.
Bhavata yathaham.
Bhavata yathaham.
Samsadhayami bhagavan.
Samsadhayami bhagavan.
Anushadhibhrityam.
Anushadhibhrityam.
Samsadhayami bhagavan.
Samsadhayami bhagavan.
Anushadhibhrityam.
Anushadhibhrityam. Soham mamahamiti
Moodhamadir vigadha.
Moodhamatir vigadha.
Tvanmayaya
Tvanmayaya
virajitatmani.
Virajitatmani.
Sanubandhe.
सानुबन्धे
तत्त्वञ्जसा
तत्त्वञ्जसा
निगदितं
निगदितं
भवता
यथाहं
संसाधयामि
संसाधयामि
भगवन् अनुशाधिभृत्यं संसाधयामि भगवन् अनुशाधिभृत्यं कथं तरेयं भवसिन्धुमेतं कावागतिर्मे कथमोऽस्त्युपायः जाने न किञ्चित् कृपयाव मां प्रभो संसारदुःखक्षतिम् आतनुष्व. You know, this is a verse from Viveka Chudamani. Viveka Chudamani itself, the last composition of Shankaracharya, presents the truths in the form of a dialogue. Dialogue between the Sadguru and the accredited disciple. So the disciple goes to the presence of the Guru and submits himself fully, and thereafter he makes his enquiry. Here Uddhava, though closely associated with Krishna for decades, he still makes a similar submission. So I thought I will bring this illustration from Viveka Chudamani and present it before all of you. It will offer a very good variety on the one hand, and also it will make you understand how a traditional disciple goes to a traditional teacher and what is the type of conversation that transpires between them. This is the submission he makes. Katham tareyam bhavasindhu medam kavagadirme katamostyupayaha jane na kinjit kripayava mam prabho samsara dukkhakshatim atanushva. This is a very general statement. Katham tareyam bhavasindhu medam. My dear sir, how am I to cross this endless ocean of worldliness or worldly life? How shall I cross it? That I have to cross is decided. There is a samsaric ocean, an ocean of worldliness. That is also very clear. Now I am one who wants to cross it. Now what is the methodology for it? Kavagadirme katamostyupayaha. It is seemingly very, very endless, absolutely endless. In such an ocean, if I start swimming or even rowing a boat to reach across, will I be able to reach? Suppose I row for quite a long time, a length of time. Even then I am not able to go anywhere. I will have got away from the one side, one shore, and I will not have reached the other shore. What will become of me? How long can I continue in the sea? We are land creatures and we are supposed to live and have our comfortable needs fulfilled in the land. But in the sea we are not a water animal or a water creature. What shall we do there? Katamostyupayaha. Visually when I see the ocean and with my limited intelligence when I think about it, it is impossible to cross this ocean. At the same time, people like you are very clear evidence, illustration that it is possible to cross the worldly ocean. Because you have conquered the world, crossed the world, and you are living a liberated life. In such a life, if you are flourishing, there must naturally be a secret way of crossing. What is that? Maybe there are a number of means. I would like to know the best and the super best among them. Katamostyupayaha jane na kinchid. I clearly admit, though I have learned the scriptures, I have read the Puranas and Idihasas, so academically perhaps I am one who is quite well informed. But in reality what I have to tell you is, when I think about crossing the ocean of worldliness, I am nobody and nothing. I know nothing. Here is a question of actually swimming across or rowing across or flying across. For none of these I am capable. So, Kripaya Vamam Prabho. My dear Lord, take mercy on me, have pity for me, have consideration and sympathy, and then samsara dukkha kshatim atanushva. I am being repeatedly afflicted, tormented and agonized by the world and worldly life. This being my plight, I would like you to protect me, liberate me, comfort me, console me. This is what I want.